Assalamu alaikum. If you're Muslim, my name is Dr. Fakir. I'm from Pakistan. I'm working here in Ireland. You said that Israel is a normal state.
You work or study?
I work here as a doctor. I'm a doctor in Ireland, right? So you said that Israel is a normal state, right? It's a normal state. I reckon Ireland is also a normal state, but there are differences. That most of the population living in Israel was emigrated from Europe and other countries to that place, to live in that place, all right, and threw the people out, number one. Number two, if it's a normal state, why does it go beyond its borders? East Jerusalem was the capital of Jordan, occupied, all right, and all these people were, areas were populated by the Palestinians, occupied, all right. If Israel is a normal state, why on the Knesset, the map is made, you are going to occupy the land between the Tigris and the Nile? Why are you making the Greater Israel maps? And number four, if it's a normal state, let me finish that, please.
For one question, though.
Well, you can answer. I'm just putting the normal state points, and it's my fourth point and last point.
Okay.
If it's a normal state, why doesn't Israel join the International Court of Justice? If it's believe in equality, justice, and everything, why don't you join International Court of Justice? This is my question.
Why won't we join?
Yeah, why don't we join International Court of Justice, which is a part of the UN? Why Israel doesn't join International Court of Justice? Why it's denying its membership? Like, why you're denying yourself to be a member of International Court of Justice? You know that you are not a member?
To be honest with you, I'm not, not aware about it even.
You don't know that?
No, I'm not aware about, we are not member of the
International Court of
ICC.
Justice. International Court of Justice, the part of the UN.
What does it have to do with East Jerusalem, though? What does it have to do with Israel as a normal country?
And normal countries, because normal countries join International Court of Justice.
Okay.
Normal countries don't go
is every country in the world is every country in the world is a member of that
except Israel. Most of the countries are member of International.
Israel is the only one in the world.
Israel and the United States, two men are not.
Okay. Did you ask an American?
I'm asking you. You're Israeli. You're not American. Right?
Again, I'm not familiar. I have to tell you, to be honest.
Okay. So East Jerusalem was the capital of Jordan, right? It was occupied by Israel.
Jerusalem was not the capital of Jordan.
It was capital of Jordan.
It was not the capital of Jordan. Capital of Jordan, no way. You know what? If East Jerusalem would be including Al-Aqsa Mosque, again, I don't want to get into the discussion. Your country, as a Muslim country, will not allow. It's not the waqf that belong to Jordan. Come on, I mean, it's like Mecca. Mecca is
it occupied? Was it occupied by the forces?
With forces.
Jerusalem was occupied by the forces or not?
Don't mix politics. Look, let's mix politics with the.
No. I'm asking.
East Jerusalem, friends. East Jerusalem was not was never the capital of Jordan. Never. Occupation, yes, we are ready to speak about. East Jerusalem, I said before, it's an issue, controversial issue. The right of return, the same thing.
Was it occupied or not occupied? I'm asking this question.
What was
by
it?
Israeli forces occupied
from Jordan? Yes.
Yeah,
we know that. We want to solve that. We were putting this on the table for the Palestinians.
Why?
What do you mean why?
Why would the area
politically What do you mean why?
Why the East Jerusalem was occupied by Israeli forces? What was the need of that? I'm asking this question. If it's a normal state, why did it go beyond its borders? Ireland doesn't go beyond its borders. Like UK doesn't go beyond its border anymore. Why Israel keeps on going beyond its border?
You're creating an argument that have no sense here. East Jerusalem, with the West Bank, with Gaza, have a status of being occupied, right? We took it over from Jordan. Okay, I'm not going to go back 1948, what happened, and all of these things. That's East Jerusalem. We know, we understand, we recognize, we know that it has its own, special status. We want we are speaking about with the Palestinians, not with you, not with the Jordanians, not with anybody else about it.
Is it the answer to the question?
Did I answer your question or no? You are asking why Israel was established?
Like Ireland has defined borders, right? Ireland has defined borders. You cross the border and the new country starts. All right. Israel had borders in 1967.
Yes.
All right. Why did you go beyond your borders and occupy other lands? That's my question. If it's a normal state, why does it go beyond its border and occupy other lands? That's my question.
Okay, we occupied Sinai, the Golan, and others.
That's what I'm
We are in negotiation to put like, those issues in with the normal countries, normal sides, Palestinians, Syrians, as we did with Egypt, and give back the what do you call it? The Sinai.
So first you occupy that and then negotiate.
It's a fact. Yeah, it's there. Yeah.
So will you keep on doing that?
Keep doing what? We
Occupy
keep
and
negotiate. We want to make peace with the Palestinians, with the Syrians, you know, and everybody that we are in hostility with. Okay? We are negotiating.
I'm sorry I disturb you, but if you learn history, you would know that the Arab states that surrounded Israel before 1967 declared war on Israel. And they closed. There were various reasons like closing the Suez, etc. Never mind. I'm not going to give you a lecture.
Okay.
Sorry.
Can you let the speaker answer that
One
question?
sentence. So
No, I answer.
they said that they're going
It's a
to
nonsense.
destroy and eliminate Israel. So Israel had to attack before it was eliminated altogether. And read Nasser, the president of Egypt, what he said. So we won. Yes, we won, and we took over areas. Yes, we won.
So will you do it again?
Do what again?
Then occupy other areas as well as mentioned?
We are not. I think you are looking for to create a nonsense argument.
Okay, can
Okay, is Jerusalem have a status, being occupied?
Okay.
Was occupied by the Jordanians, first of all, okay? Was controlled by the Jordanians. Then we took over, no matter what the circumstances were, Israel was established. Unfortunately, Israel was not established like Pakistan, or like, you know, peacefully, or like America, or like this country. No, it was established by, you know, in different circumstances. That's a fact. Okay? Yes. In order to, you know, in Judaism, there is the say that the sanctity of I think, of a human being is above the sanctity of land. Okay? Yeah, we gave the Sinai. We are ready to give even the Jordan. I'm sorry, what do you call that? The Golan. And the same thing, we are negotiating. We are negotiating with the Palestinians. I mentioned before, you were not here, you came late, that East Jerusalem, right of return for the Palestinians, settlements, and the borders of the future Palestinian state. We're not going to speak with you, not with the Jordanians, not with the Irish. We're going to speak about with it, negotiate with it, about it with the Palestinians. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your lecture. You have your perspective, which we respect. At the same time, I have a few questions.
Only one, please, if you can, because I haven't.
Okay. I've been to Gaza.
Sorry?
I've been to Gaza.
I've been too.
Okay. I've seen the destruction. I've seen the destruction. Israelis deliberately targeted children. Okay, if you don't like what I'm saying, just you
Okay,
can keep
all right,
it yourself.
okay,
But
fine.
I'm asking the speaker. There were almost 700 to 800 children killed by the Israeli bombing. In fact, one of the buildings was deliberately targeted, and it was reported on the news.
What is the question? What is your
The
question?
question is that Israelis continue to target civilians and Palestinian children, and there were some of the children have been shot in the upper body to kill. Now, you talked about Iran. I'm not an Iranian spokesman.
What is
I don't
your
agree with-
question?
My question is coming, if you be patient.
No, but don't give me a lecture. Ask me questions.
No, I'm not lecturing. I'm not
You
lecturing.
are.
It's obvious that you don't like these facts. It's very obvious.
Because
if
they
you're not able to
are wrong.
Okay.
But that's
Okay.
different.
Iran hasn't gone into another country in the past 500, say 200 years of the history of Iranian nation. Okay. Israelis continue to build settlements while they talk about peace. Wait, while they talk about peace. This is a United Nations
But
statement.
you are wrong. Show it to me. I
Okay.
want to, you're speaking slogans. No, that's wrong.
Okay.
Israel is not target. No, I can't let you continue.
Okay,
Israel is
let
not
me
target-
simplify. Let me simplify. Israelis have killed hundreds of children. How many children have Iranians killed outside of Iran? Okay, Israelis have gone into other people's lands. They killed hundreds of children in South Lebanon.
Who is
They
it?
killed
Me, I'm
hundreds of
Israeli.
children
I
in
killed
West
them.
Bank. They've killed hundreds of children in Gaza. How dare you join an army which is guilty of genocide and mass murder? That's what my question is.
All right, guys, wait a second. You asked a question. I respect the question. I respect the way you presented it. I don't agree with
Thank
you
you.
in one thing.
Thank you very much.
Starting from the end of the last question, saying that Israel targeted children and killed Israelis, killed 500, 600, 700 Palestinian innocent kids, this is not human from you on your side to say that, because that's wrong. Kids were killed, yes, civilians were killed on both sides, that is right.
That's wrong. Are you going to listen to this? Sorry.
So carry on, please.
No,
It's okay.
The fact that you said this is wrong, seriously, it's something you use every day. The fact that you said this is wrong.
Okay, thank you. So that's true. I agree with you. There are innocent people who are were killed. You look at both sides. If you go, look, what is this, Middle Eastern time? People come there?
Normal for us to know.
Huh?
We matter, we know.
Who opens the door?
Continue, please. Continue.
Okay, if you go, to Rambam, okay, first of all, I told you this is wrong what you are saying. But that is a sad thing. Look, again, I don't want to make it a discussion, because if if you make it a more, a
Look,
deeper argument.
My question is
No,
straightforward.
first of all, you are wrong.
How many people have Iran killed? I'm not a spokesman for it. I don't agree with the Iranian policy. Iran doesn't have a nuclear bomb as we speak. Okay? As far as we know. Israelis do. Israelis are the ones who have been aggressive to children of other nations.
No, wrong.
Okay?
This is
Iran
inhuman for you
hasn't
to say.
attacked a nation
No,
to date.
no, look, first of all, listen, two things.
Yeah.
First of all, the fact that you are repeating it like time after time,
Yes.
without knowing the facts, and telling people here, okay, this is null and void. Okay, and don't look at me as a politician or as a government.
Sure.
Okay, yes, there were people who were killed, innocent people, not only kids, women and old women in Gaza and other places.
Sure.
The same thing on the Israeli side. That's sad for both sides.
There is no comparison.
But there is a comparison. About the numbers, 500 like in Gaza and life of the people is the same. So wait a second.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. You
There is
can't.
no comparison between fireworks and depleted uranium rockets and artillery shells and fighter jets. There is no comparison.
There is a comparison.
You
There is a
can't-
comparison. The human being is a human being, no matter where he is.
Mike Tyson
Now the
fighting
other
a
thing,
5-year-old child, there's
wait
no
a second.
comparison.
Where is it? There is a comparison. When Hamas is using people as human shields, that's another thing.
That's wrong.
That's
And
not.
anyone who targets
I am
civilians
telling you.
in
I
war-
am telling you.
Ground rockets supplied by
Excuse me,
Iran.
excuse me. I'm the
Not
speaker.
fireworks.
Excuse me.
Ground rockets.
Guys, I'm the speaker. I don't want to make a discussion, an argument here. I'm just trying to be more peaceful. So, I think you are not talking about the right facts. I am telling you that Hamas, which you won't agree with it, as you are not agreeing with the Iranian policy, Hamas used, maybe not Hamas, maybe others, I have Islamic Jihad, I have no idea, used mosques and schools in Gaza to fire rockets against Israel. Again, both sides are wrong. They are both wrong. And
So are you saying that Israelis are wrong for targeting civilians? Are you saying that?
it's wrong.
Can you repeat that,
It's
please?
wrong to use. Yes, it's wrong to use force in order to solve a solution. I think there must.
It's a very simple question. I know you are in a very difficult position. You
No,
are
I'm
a
very
Israeli
good
soldier.
position. I'm trying to bring the truth that you are not agreeing with. You are spreading totally different message.
Okay. Did Israel use depleted illegal weapons, depleted uranium,
No.
phosphorus?
No.
Look, there is evidence, black and white evidence, confirmed by international organizations that Israel used phosphorus and depleted uranium in Gaza.
If they
Did
did
you
it,
deny that?
if
Is
Israel
it
did it,
online?
that's wrong. If Israel did it, that's wrong. And you're saying the international.
So
the UN.
would you resign from the
I have a
army
question.
in protest? Would you resign from that army in protest?
No.
If I was
No.
If
No.
I was shown that the people
You want to ask and let me answer,
Sure,
or
please.
you?
Sorry, I do apologize.
I think that you came to argue. No, I think you came to argue.
I will let you answer, please.
No, I answered you already.
So
About
are
the
you going to
kids.
resign then?
Sorry.
Are you going to resign from the Israeli army, an army
I'm
which
not
commits
Israeli.
mass murder?
I'm not Israeli army. I am a diplomat. I am government employee.
Okay, so are you going to resign from your position, whatever you are?
Why?
Why would you support Nazis when they're killing 6 million Jews?
Sorry. Okay. Guys, other
There is no
question.
difference between
Other
the Israelis
question.
and the Nazis. There's no difference.
This way you will never reach an agreement. Try to imagine. I am trying to, I said I am ready to speak even to the Satan, and people like this are telling me you're representing Nazis.
There is
Come
no
on.
difference between Nazis and Israelis.
Okay.
There is no
Next
difference.
question. Okay, next question.
I am
Guys, I'm the speaker. He's speaking to me, right? Thank you very much. What other questions? Yes.
My name's Sarah, and I spent a year studying in Jerusalem. And one of the things that I was surprised about was that, I guess, how the ultra-Orthodox are growing was one of the biggest concerns. And I guess how, as an Israeli diplomat, do you see this is changing Israel in the future and what that's going to bring?
Well, this is the tough question for two reasons. No, I'll tell you, for two reasons. First of all, for me, as being not Jewish and seeing this tension between left and right, or Orthodox and secular, I think, and I mentioned this before, and to be honest with you, that's worse than the threat from Iran, and Hamas, and Hezbollah, and all of these for the state of Israel today. It's the tension inside. This what may, and in my eyes, yes, there's a growing concern that this will tear up the Israeli society inside. Sad thing, seeing today, people in Israel even saying that the ultra-Orthodox are being like the Ayatollah try to think about the comparison, okay, where women can't, walk with miniskirts and all of these things. I'm coming from a conservative society, okay, and I agree with this and I agree with that. My neighbor, it's a growing concern. It's a growing concern, and I think that again, without a dialogue between the people inside, nothing can be solved. The same thing with the Palestinians. The Palestinians have to solve their issue, first of all, and above all, decide. Hamas in Gaza, Hamas is almost a totally different government. They are different government and different country than the West Bank and East Jerusalem and so on. Without this unity, only 2 weeks ago, Sabi Arakat, who is one of the leaders of the Palestinian Authority, said clearly, we need one nation, one flag, one national unity, but it's not happening. Of course, it's easy to hate Israel and blame Israel day and night. This will never help you. Solve your problem inside, first of all, then go to the world. I am either Hamas or the Palestinian Authority, Fatah, and Israel have no problem with either, if they recognize Israel's right to exist and other conditions. We are ready to speak with it. Mohammed Dahlan, if you know, Mohammed Dahlan, he used to be one of the strongest ministers under Arafat in Gaza. There are even even a fly, let me describe it this way, a little fly, an insect, or a stone be moved from a sand dune to another without him knowing. I'm serious. But he was an intelligence security person in Gaza, 1996, if you know the history. He was the one who started the clash against Hamas in Gaza because he told them clearly, there is one regime, and that's the Palestinian Authority led by Arafat, and we are controlling the Gaza. There's no other regime here, no other movement. You know what happened in January 2010? Mohammed Dahlan, his mother passed away in Gaza, in Khan Yunis. You know when he wanted to go to participate, his mother, to participate in the funeral, Hamas told him no way. Why? Because you are Fatah and the Palestinian Authority. You cooperated with Israel. My mother passing away, you are supposed to be my brother. So this is the poisonous venom coming from Gaza and from the people in Gaza, not the people, the regime in Gaza, led by Hamas and of course others, calling Israel Nazis, of course it's easy to blame. So I think that national unity, internal unity, the settlement, that's the way to succeed. Because once you are united, you can speak, you can argue, you can talk to, you can fight even, okay, with your neighbors, with your enemies, with your friends. But this is the only way to reach a solution. And the solution is clear, two-state solution. Israel and Israelis, right and left. Thousands or even millions of Israeli society, Jewish society if you want to make the distinction, are ready to put their lives on the line in order to stop the occupation, end the occupation, the settlement, and see the Palestinians live in dignity in their own state. I'm coming from inside the Israeli society. I'm not Jewish, Zionist, big, whatever you want. Leave it, I'm not talking to you like that. No, but as a human being who's coming as a witness from inside. Yes, I am being accused for many people. Like resign, withdraw, leave where, go where? No, my moral responsibility is to stand up right now. You know, there are Israelis sometimes, like right-wing people who are calling me all kind of names. I'm not going to listen to anybody, not to extremists here, not to extremists here. Because they are the poison of all of the problems.
You're right, extremism is a problem.
Can you raise your hand and ask me a question?
Please?
Yeah, yes.
Israel hasn't signed the international nuclear weapon treaty. When Iran has, what do you think of that?
You know, Israel, I don't know why Israel need to do it. I don't know. Now, Israel didn't threat any nation on earth with nuclear ability or nuclear whatever. Israel didn't call to wipe off even the Palestinians under our nose. We said despite to the right and left. Nobody, by the way, would believe that in 2005, Prime Minister Sharon then, who is considered like one of the, some even, I think the Times magazine called him a butcher or something like that, because, you know, the war in Lebanon, 1982, if you remember, he decided that's it. Reconciliation with the Palestinians starts first of all with two things. With mutual recognition of each other as nations with the right to build their nation state, but also to separate ourselves. They are living there, we are living here. And then he dismantled 8,000 Israelis settlements from Gaza. Okay? Are you advising him what to ask?
No, he's asking what's the new topic.
Huh?
Okay.
So,
You
I'm
haven't
sorry.
answered my question so far.
What is it? No, I'm asking. Okay, so Israel did not threat any country with weapons, with the other, other kinds of weapons, not nuclear, not others.
Yeah, but
Now you are asking why are we saying? You mentioned before something else. I'll find about. I will really. It's for me as a diplomat. It's important to know that Israel is not part of the. Sorry.
International Court of Justice.
ICC, right?
ICJ, yeah.
ICJ. Okay, ICG.
J. Justice.
Court of Justice. I'll find about it because I think more or less I think we are in, members of every. So.
you said that Israel hasn't threatened anybody, and the treaty is
Not
there.
like Iran, because before we spoke about Iran, that argument was.
Let me ask my question. You said that Israel hasn't threatened anybody. The treaty is there, so nobody threatens anybody, nobody uses the weapon. So why doesn't Israel sign the treaty?
Why Israel is not signing the
The
treaty?
Israeli government, yes.
That's another thing. I'm telling you honestly, to be honest with you, I can't. I don't know who are we, members of. Where are we signed and we are not. Where are we not signed? Like which international forums and. But I'll find myself. Again, that's the second thing. I will find for myself. I want to. Yeah.
Why can't Israel solve its problems quickly and easily, and step down on certain issues?
How?
And give peace in the area, because people are fed up with war.
I know. I agree with you. We want to give you. Do you have any a suggestion? Tell me how.
Why can't other countries in other parts of the world could solve their problems? And Israel, with all its technological abilities and its scholars and its Nobel Peace Prizes guys, you have Mr. Perez, whoever, until now is not able to do something about the problems.
I think no. I think they are doing. They are trying to do their part. I mean, Shimon Peres himself, as a president, one very well known, in the international community. Unfortunately, that in Israel, the presidency is not that. How to say it? Not like in America. The president decides about everything and he lead the policy. In Israel, it's not like that. There's a government, and then the government, the parliament, and the parliament have to be approved, to approve, and then the government performs. Led, of course, by the prime minister. But look, Israel is trying. Maybe not enough. Maybe because the partner, in order to achieve